In this video, I'm going to explain how I now own some Tesla stocks, but I paid for them with crypto, using a decentralized application so that no governments can track me. Now there's many benefits of this, but if you want to watch exactly how I actually bought Tesla with Ethereum, head towards the end of this video for a step-by-step walkthrough. Until then, this video will be explaining how it was possible using something called the Mirror Protocol. Welcome to Whiteboard Crypto, the #1 YouTube channel for crypto education, and here we explain topics of the cryptocurrency world using analogies, stories, and examples so that people like you can easily understand them. In this video, we're going to explain what the Mirror Protocol is, how it can be helpful to both companies and individuals, and then at the end of this video, you'll get a step-by-step free walkthrough of me actually minting a Tesla token that's representative of a stock of Tesla. So first off, what is the Mirror Protocol? Per their white paper, Mirror is a protocol that allows anyone to issue and trade synthetic assets that track the price of real-world assets. So Mirror has an entire world of possibilities. It allows crypto investors to buy assets that represent all kinds of things, from precious metals like gold, to real estate like a multifamily house, all the way to stocks like Tesla. Now this is an amazing idea, but there's only one issue that I see with it so far. Mirror creates these assets synthetically, which means they just create a token that tracks the price of a real-world object through an oracle, and we'll talk about that later. This synthetic method is lesser to the asset-based version, where each crypto token actually represents a full item in the real world and is redeemable for it at any time. Nevertheless though, synthetic assets allow investors exposure to many things that they couldn't have done otherwise. So keeping in mind the biggest downfall, which is that they're synthetic, there are some benefits to synthetic tokens as well. However, we initially had the benefits in this video, but it was so lengthy, we decided to create an entire other video from that section for a video about specifically synthetic assets. So you'll have to click the subscribe button and hit that bell icon if you want to watch that video. Plus, subscribing also rewards our hard work here on this channel. Straight from their white paper, one of the main advantages of the Mirror Protocol is that all M assets are backed by stable collateral, and in this example they use UST, that allows for relatively lower levels of collateralization. Now this is a fancy way of saying they're at least backed by something. In version 2 of the protocol, they're letting users use Luna, Mirror, and Ankh, and a few other minor tokens as collateral to mint these M assets. Now personally, I'm not sure if this was a good move, because now these M assets are backed by assets that can drastically change price. Also, Mirror is a farm token, meaning it's inflationary, which they will literally just keep printing more and more and more and more, and if you understand some basic economics, you know what this means for the price. I suppose it's okay to be backed by these tokens as long as you're always over-collateralized and you liquidate any positions that are over-leveraged. That's the beautiful thing about smart contracts. Next up, we gotta talk about some of the Terra risks. So Mirror is a protocol that started on the Terra blockchain. Now there are risks associated with the Terra ecosystem, and we do plan to cover those in another video very soon, so be on the lookout for that video. In short, if the Terra ecosystem fails, Mirror may be susceptible to collateral damage as well. Now I'm not sure why they didn't create a similar protocol on Polygon or Binance Smart Chain or even Ethereum, but M assets can be moved from the Terra network to the Ethereum network. The token creation process doesn't actually happen on the Ethereum blockchain, but you can move your assets to the Ethereum blockchain and even provide liquidity through like Uniswap. So next, let's dig into the specifics of how these M assets are created, how they are tracked to a real-world price, and then also how they're destroyed. So first up is minting. To create these M assets, all you have to do is lock up some collateral. For most assets, you have to lock up around 150% of what the asset is worth, and then you get to mint, or create a new token that is representative of that. For riskier assets, like GameStop, you must lock up around 300% collateral. Now technically, this process is called borrowing a token, since you're just using one token, like UST, as collateral and then taking out a loan of a mirrored Tesla token. For example, if you wanted to create a token on the Terra ecosystem that mirrors Ethereum, you can lock up some money and Mirror will mint and lend you a mirrored Ethereum token, which could be pronounced METH, but this mirrored Ethereum token is redeemable at any time for the price of Ethereum. We'll get to that in a second. The second part is targeting, because how does the token stay the same price as the true asset that it represents, especially if it's a synthetic asset and not a token backed by the real world thing? Well, to solve this, there are two parts. Number 1, the asset is always backed by at least 100% of what it's worth. We call this collateralized. If the token price rises more than the collateral given to back it, it is liquidated by someone who can snatch up some profits by doing so. And number 2 is the real world price of the asset is learned and then tracked through an oracle. And an oracle is basically a trusted third party that gives us reliable data. With this data, we can create an arbitrage opportunity for traders to buy and sell so that the prices reflect real world prices. Now, we actually haven't talked about oracles on this channel at all, but there is a cool video coming up about them. So if you've made it this far in the video, you're really gonna like that video. And since I've already asked you to subscribe, you should definitely click that like button. I promise it'll feel good. Plus, it makes our team feel good too. A perfect win-win situation. The third part of this minting trifecta is burning. So burning is the opposite of minting. You're basically trading an M asset that you borrowed for the certain amount of collateral that you locked up. Now, examples are the best way to learn. So let's run through a way that you could make some money with this. In this example, we're going to use Tesla. Let's break it down. Tesla has a collateral requirement of 150%. This means if we wanted to mint $100 worth of Tesla, and let's assume Tesla's stock is currently $100 for the purposes of this video, we would need to give Mirror $150 of a coin or a token that they accept as collateral. In this case, we're going to go with UST, which is Terra's stablecoin. First off, if you only deposited 150%, you would be right at the risk of being liquidated. So we're going to do 200%. That way we have a buffer of safety from being liquidated. So $200 of that coin you deposited stays as collateral. This technically gives you a long exposure to that token. Although, since UST is a stablecoin, we hope that it stays worth $200. Next, after minting a mirrored Tesla token, you have a short position in Tesla. Now this took a long time for me to understand, but essentially you have borrowed one M Tesla, which is now worth $100. One M Tesla could change price though. You could owe Mirror $120 one day and $80 the next, based on the price of one Tesla. Finally, if you don't sell your M Tesla token, you are now long on Tesla. And because of this long and the previous short, they cancel each other out. So you've borrowed one M Tesla, but now you also own one M Tesla. So as long as the price of Tesla doesn't skyrocket, your position won't be liquidated. But it also means you won't gain any profits or losses from Tesla changing prices. And you might be thinking, if that's the case, why did I mint M Tesla in the first place? Well, to keep it as short as possible, there are 3 things someone smart could do in this situation after minting an M Tesla token. Number 1, they can provide their M Tesla token as liquidity to earn those sweet exchange fees that traders pay in order to use an exchange. Number 2, they can sell their M Tesla token, effectively creating a short position with the hopes of buying another M Tesla token in the future at a lower price to unlock their initial collateral. And number 3, you can stake or yield farm their M Tesla to the Mirror protocol to earn Mirror tokens. So to wrap this section up, this is what you need to know. Only mint a mirrored asset if you plan on doing something useful with it. Because if you just want to invest in a stock using crypto, what you should do instead is just buy the M asset from someone else who has minted it. Now, one of the most important things about Mirror and M assets is that you can trade them like any other token. You can give them to people, you can sell them off-chain, and you can even bridge them to other chains like Ethereum. This means you could buy M Tesla on Ethereum if you wanted to. You can also earn incentives through providing liquidity as any other token. There are a few other things you can do with it though, and that's when we start talking about long and short farms. Now, long and short farms deserve their entire video, so I'm not going to go in depth about them on this video. If you know what you're doing, you can utilize this tool as a way to keep the platform prices stable and as a way to yield farm. In fact, some would say yield farming is one of the main reasons that investors come to Mirror in the first place. One last thing before we get to the tutorial is we're going to talk about governance. So the Mirror protocol actually has its own token, the Mirror token. Now this token is used for 2 things. Number 1, it is paid out as farming rewards to investors on the platform. And number 2, it is actually used as governance on the platform. Mirror token holders can stake their tokens and then propose and even vote on new ideas to the protocol. If you're thinking about buying this token, I want to remind you of something. Keep in mind that this is a farm token, which means it is a token that's inflationary by nature and given to the users of the platform as a reward. Now, in the past, what this means is that we've seen a lot of farm tokens consistently drop in price because people earning them turn around and sell them. Now there's something unique here though, that Mirror actually will stop printing new tokens in around 4 years, which is unique for farm tokens. Wrapping this animation up, we understand that this video is long, complicated, and probably uses a lot of financial terms that may be new to you, so consider giving this video another watch if you're confused. It took us a long time to write this script. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord with the link in the description below, and we'd love to help. Without further ado, you guys seem to really appreciate step-by-step tutorials, and I'm going to try to make this one a little bit slower so you can follow along if you want to. In this short little clip, I'm going to show you how to use the Mirror protocol on the Terra network. So you'll go to terra.mirror.finance, and it'll bring you to this page. And this page is showing me that I have $287 worth of UST tokens. So if we go here to the trade page, and you scroll down, you can see this mTesla. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you how to buy Tesla with crypto. So here we have the Oracle price, which is saying that Tesla is $735. And this little percentage right here, this is how much of a difference this mTesla token price is compared to the real world Tesla price. So if we go ahead and click on it, we can actually buy some. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to buy $5 worth. We'll go ahead and click buy. Accept the terms and conditions, and then it'll ask me for my password. The Terra network is actually quite fast. So here you can see I've bought $5 worth of Tesla, and this is how much I bought. If we go back to my page, you can actually see that I am holding $5 worth of a Tesla token. Next up, I'm going to show you how you can mint a token, which is vastly different than buying one. Minting one is usually used for the shorting position. So if we go here to Tesla, and for this example, I'm going to do $50. And the minimum collateral ratio, as we explained in the video before, is 150%. But we don't want to do that because we'll be right on the edge of being liquidated. The Mirror protocol is saying that a safe percentage is 200, so we're going to go with that. So if we do $50 worth of the Terra stablecoin, we'll end up with $25 of mTesla. So we'll go ahead and borrow it. And now we have actually borrowed $25 worth of mTesla, which basically means we have created a Tesla token based on our collateral, which was $50. So if we go back to our page, you can see here that we are holding around $25 of that borrowed Tesla, along with another $5 of the Tesla that we bought. Next up, I want to talk about the farm method. So the farm part of the Mirror protocol is actually really interesting. If we come down here to Tesla, we can actually be paid 41% just for owning Tesla. Let me go ahead and click on that, and we can deposit all of our Tesla, 0.05 Tesla, and then we can actually earn 41% like I showed earlier on this deposit. Now, if we go back to the farm, that was the long option. We can also short Tesla if we wanted to, which one way of shorting Tesla would be just to sell that mTesla token that I mentioned earlier. Just sell it now and then buy it back at a time when it's cheaper. Or you can also earn 14.93% for shorting Tesla through this farm. And I'm not going to go through this here, it's quite technical, and you probably should know what you're doing if you use this option. Lastly, we have the governance tab. So right now you can actually get paid around 6.5% for buying Mirror tokens and then staking them, and when you stake them, you get access to actually vote on these polls, which actually change the protocol. So I'm actually going to go through and reverse all of these. I'm going to pay back my mTesla debt, so if we go to manage, we can actually pay it back. We hit close. This will pay back our Tesla debt. Again, if you don't understand what all this means, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But now we have actually paid it back, and then if we go back to our page, now that loan is taken care of, and we still have our $5 of Tesla. And because I said I was going to reverse these trades, I'm going to go ahead and actually sell that mTesla. So if you click this button here, it maxes it out, and I'll get $5 back. A little less because of fees, but honestly, it's not bad. And there we go. We went and bought Tesla, and then we minted an mTesla token, and then we closed our collateralized debt position of that token, and then we sold our Tesla token. Now, As a recap, if you just want to invest in Tesla using crypto, go to this trade tab and buy these mTesla tokens. Do not mint unless you know what you're doing. As we wrap this video up, we hope that you guys have enjoyed it. We really hope that you've learned something, and most of all, as with all of our videos, we hope to see you in the next one.